Hello children, in this video we are going to start with our chapter exponents and powers. Now what do we mean by these two terms? Though both of them are alike in the meaning, they are almost synonymous, but there's a little difference between them. Now let's read the definitions to understand what is the slight difference in between these two words. First, we have definition for power. The expression that represents repeated multiplication of the same factor is called power. What do we mean by that? This means that whenever you are multiplying the number a certain number of times, like 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and when you are writing it in power in the form of index and base, the entire expression totally called as power. Whereas exponent corresponds to the number of times the base is used as factor. That means the power, the index that we are using there, that is exponent. Both are almost the same. That's the slight difference. Now this is the definition for exponent. Now let's continue with some examples. Now here we have 67 raised to 99, 55 raised to 2 and 99 raised to 6. Now here the circled ones, what are they? These circled ones are called as base because they are the number that is going to be multiplied a certain number of times. As we have earlier studied with squares and cubes. The number that is multiplied 2 times with itself, that is called a square. A number when multiplied thrice with itself, that is called as cubed. So here the number that is being multiplied a certain number of times is called as base. Next, what is this number atop its head? The power, the exponent that we talk about. What is it? It is nothing but exponent. This 99, 2 and 6. The number that is shown, that is showing us the number of times that this particular number is being multiplied with itself is nothing but exponent. This is the difference between exponent and base. What is base? The number that is being multiplied. Exponent, the number of times that particular number is being multiplied. That is the exponent. Now here we have certain rules and regulations. Now first one, for any non-zero integer a raised to minus 1, minus n, whenever we have negative exponent, what happens? It means 1 upon a raised to m. That means this number, this base and the index is nothing but denominator with numerator as 1. Where m is a positive integer, a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to n. Multiplicative inverse, that is reciprocal. So a raised to minus 1 is nothing but reciprocal of 1 upon a raised to n. Alright, so this is multiplicative inverse. Minus m and a raised to m. If you are asked to find the multiplicative inverse of a raised to minus m, that means a raised to m is our answer. Now here we have a fraction, a number which is given a negative power, negative exponent. Then what happens? We find the reciprocal. A upon b would become b upon a, and the exponent becomes positive. That is how it works. Now here we have example 5 raised to minus 3. Now minus 3 has to be converted to positive exponent. Then what we do? We get the reciprocal. 5 is 1 upon 5 and this raised to minus 3 would become positive 3 here. Likewise, if we have a complete fraction 5 upon 6 totally raised to minus 3, the entire thing is getting the power minus 3. Then what happens? You get the reciprocal of this inverted. The numerator would become denominator, denominator would become numerator. So this is how it works, and the negative exponent would turn to positive exponent. Now we have certain more rules. A raised to m into a raised to n. When we have two numbers with different powers, different exponents, then what we do? But the bases are same. Both are with base a. Then what happens is you add the power. You add the exponents. A and m and n are to be added. The base remains as it is because the base is same. So you keep the base as it is and you add the powers. M and n is the exponent and you add them both. That's how you work it out. Next, again we have a and a as base. The powers are m and n. Now here we had multiplication and here we have division. The opposite of multiplication. So since it was multiplication here, we added. So division here, we subtract. That's how it works. Division, subtraction, multiplication is addition. Now a raised to m and totally raised to m. That means there's a bracket. So what exactly it means? You multiply the exponents. M and n has to be multiplied. That is a raised to mn. Mn is nothing but multiplication. Next, a raised to m multiplied by b raised to m. Now here we saw that bases were same. Here the bases are different. Here the power, the exponents were different, and here the exponents are same. So what we do is we multiply the bases and totally you give the same power. The exponent would be the same. So ab raised to m, because this m is same for both of them. So what we do, we multiply the bases and the power remains as it is. A raised to 0, when any number has power 0, the answer for it is 1 always. But this does not work for 0. Any non-zero number, it would be workable for that. Lastly, a raised to m and b raised to m. These are fractions. Now here we saw multiplication. This is nothing but division. So what we did here, the same thing is applicable here. So we multiplied them both. So in a similar way, we divide them both. That is, keep the fraction as it is. Then entire thing gets the same power, that is n. Now we come to exercise 12.1. Evaluate 3 raised to minus 2. Now here what we are supposed to do is we have to convert it and then give the value for it. So minus 2. So what happens here? The power is negative. The exponent is negative. So first thing that we do is convert this negative exponent to positive exponent. How do we do that? Whenever we have negative exponent, we get its reciprocal. So 3, the reciprocal is 1 by 3 and the power becomes positive here. So 1 upon 3 square, that is 1 upon 9. Likewise, minus 4 raised to minus 2. Now here, only the power, the exponent's negative sign would be gone. The number, the base, whatever the sign it has, it is retained. That means 1 upon minus 4 whole square. So it would be 1 upon 16, because minus 4 into minus 4, minus and minus becomes plus. 4 into 4, 16. So 1 upon 16. Now here 1 upon 2 whole raised to minus 5. So this 1 upon 2, the reciprocal of it is 2 upon 1. And because we have the whole of it, so it is minus 5, positive 5 for both of them. So it would be 2 raised to 5. What is the value for 2 raised to 5? 2 multiplied by 2, 4, 4 multiplied by 2, 8, 8 2s are 16 and 16 2s are 32. 32 upon 1. This 1 could be left out. Now the next question for minus 4 raised to 5 divided by minus 4 raised to 8. Now here, as you can see, the bases are same and we are dividing. Now since we are dividing, what we do is we subtract. So minus 4, the base remains as it is. The indices, that is going to be subtracted. 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. Now here the exponent is negative. So what we do is we have to convert it into positive exponent. So to do that, we just get the reciprocal of it. 1 upon minus 4 whole raised to 3. That is cube. So minus as it is, it remains, and this cube is here. So this is how it works. Now the next one, 1 upon 2 cube whole square. Now here this 2, the square, is for 1 and is for 2 cube also. That means 1 square and 2, 2 into 3. Like we had seen the multiplication. 2 cube raised to 2. That is 2 3s are 6. 1 upon 2 raised to 6 would be our answer. Next one, minus 3 raised to 4 multiplied by 5 by 3 whole raised to 4. Now here we are going to multiply. So what we do? Minus 3 raised to 4 into 5 upon 3 raised to 4. So this minus sign comes out of the bracket here, because minus and plus becomes minus. So let it be here. So 3 raised to 4, 5 raised to 4 upon 3 raised to 4. Here multiplication and here it is division, numerator and denominator. So what we do, there is a division taking place. That is why we subtract 4 minus 4, that is 3 raised to 0, 5 raised to 4 as it is here. So minus 5 raised to 4 upon 1. Now because we have the exponent as an even number, the minus sign could be left out. This is one important thing that we should remember. Whenever the exponent is an even number, the minus sign would be left out, because 2 square minus and minus becomes plus. Similar way, any even number of power, even number of exponent, even number of index would give you the answer which is positive, even though the number is negative in itself. But whereas if we have an odd number as the exponent, then that minus sign is retained. This is an important thing that should be remembered. That is why our final answer is 5 raised to positive 4. Now here 3 raised to minus 7 divided by 3 raised to minus 10 multiplied by 3 raised to minus 5. Now here we have a long thing done. So what we do, we take this, because there is a division here, so subtraction, and multiplied by minus 5, so we add that. Multiplication, hence addition, division, hence subtraction. Because all the bases are same, we could directly take it as one base. So minus 7, minus and minus plus, minus and plus minus. So minus 7 plus 10 gives you positive 3. Positive 3 minus 5 would give you minus 2. So 3 raised to negative 2. So here 3 raised to minus 2. So what we do, whenever we have a negative exponent, we generally make it as positive. How to make positive? Just make the question is 2 raised to minus 3 multiplied by minus 7 raised to minus 3. Now here the power, the exponent is the same. So what we do is multiply the bases. Now the base here is 2 and minus 7. 2 multiplied by minus 7, the entire thing raised to minus 3. So 2 into minus 7 is minus 14 raised to minus 3. Now here minus 3 is the negative exponent. So we generally, by convention, we have to have a positive exponent. So to do that, we just get the reciprocal of it, that is minus 1 by 14 cubed. That's our final answer. Find the value of 3 raised to 0 plus 4 raised to minus 1 multiplied by 2 square. Now 3 raised to 0 gives you 1. So 1. 4 raised to minus 1. That means reciprocal of it. So 1 upon 1 raised to minus 4 raised to minus 1. Now positive 1. 4 is multiplied only once. That means only 1 4 is there. So that's why 4 alone. 2 squared is 4. So when you add them both, you get 5 upon 4 multiplied by 4. 4 ones are 4 plus 1, 5 by 4 multiplied by 4. So 4 and 4 get cancelled. So what's left is 5. That's our final answer. Now the next question is 2 raised to minus 1 multiplied by 4 raised to minus 1 divided by 2 raised to minus 2. Now here the powers are all negatives. So first thing we do is we get the reciprocal of each. So 2 raised to minus 1, that is 1 by 2. 4 raised to minus 1, that is 1 by 4. 2 raised to minus 2, that is 1 by 2 raised to 2, that is 2 squared. Now then we have to change the, we have to first multiply, and then since it's division, we could just get a reciprocal of it. So it is 1 upon 8 multiplied by, since it's division, reciprocal, that is 2 squared. 1 upon 8 multiplied by 2 squared, that is 1 upon 8 multiplied by 4. The 4 cancels 8, so you get 2. So answer would be 1 upon 2. That's our final answer. Next, 1 upon 2 raised to minus 2, 1 upon 3 raised to minus 2, 1 upon 4 raised to minus 2. All of the exponents are negative. So first thing we do is we get the reciprocal of it and give them the positive exponents. So 2 raised 1 upon 2, the reciprocal is 2, 2 squared. 1 upon 3, the reciprocal is 3, that is 3 squared. 1 upon 4 squared, that is minus 2, that's why 4 squared. All of them are squared. So 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So add all of it, you get 29 as your final answer. Now the next one, 3 raised to minus 1, 4 raised to minus 1, 5 raised to minus 1. The entire thing is raised to 0. Now like I had told you, any number raised to 0 would give you 1. Since the entire thing, even before we do any of the calculation, just see that the power here is 0. So your final answer is going to be 0. So directly you could say 1. So the entire thing is nothing but the value of the expression would be. Now the next question we have minus 2 upon 3 raised to minus 2. The entire thing again raised to 2. Now here what happens is we have a negative exponent. So we have to get the reciprocal of it, that is minus 2 upon 3 is squared. Now when you square minus 2 and the 3, you get 9 by 4. Again 9 by 4 is squared. So 9 square 81, 4 square is 16. That's how we could get the answer. If not, then you could directly get the reciprocal, that is 3 by minus 2, that is minus 3 by 2. 2 into 2, that is 4. That is 3 raised to 4 and 2 raised to 4. The answer would be the same. And the next question is evaluate. here we have to write the answer. After multiplication, it the number of times that is given, we have to write the answer in numbers. Now here 8 raised to minus 1 into 5 cubed upon 2 raised to minus 4. So this is our question. So what we have to do is, we have to change the numbers, whichever we have as a negative exponent has to have positive exponent. So this 2 raised to minus 4 is a negative exponent, so it has to be converted into its reciprocal. That is, when it is denominator, you have to make it as numerator. And 8 raised to minus 1, because the power here is negative, so it has to turn into the reciprocal of it. So 2 raised to 4 into 5 cubed upon 8 raised to 1. Now 2 raised to 4 is 16, 5 cubed is 125, 8 raised to 1 is 8. Now 8 can cancel 16, you get 2 as your answer, and 2 into 125 gives you 250 as your answer. So this is what is meant by evaluation. You will not write it in form of index and base, you have to write the number. After multiplication and after certain number of multiplication, whatever comes as answer has to be written there. Now next, 5 raised to minus 1 into 2 raised to minus 1 multiplied by 6 raised to minus 1. So here 5 into 2 raised to minus 1, because we have the same index, same power, same exponent. So 5 into 2 raised to minus 1. 5 into 2 is 10 raised to minus 1 and 6 raised to minus 1. Again, the indices, the exponents are the same. So we multiply 10 and 6. So 10 6 are 60 raised to minus 1. Because the exponent is negative, by convention we have to change it into positive exponent. So it is 1 by 60. Raised to 1 minus 1, that means it is 16 itself. So you don't have to write raised to 1 as in your answer. Now next, find the value of m for which 5 raised to m divided by 5 raised to minus 3 equals to 5 raised to 5. Now here we have been given the expression. Now this is the expression. Now here, since it is division, that means the powers are being subtracted. M minus minus 3 equals to 5 raised to 5. That means this, whatever the answer to this is 5. That means our expression, our algebraic expression is m plus 3 equals to 5. We are leaving the base aside. Here we have to find the value for m. So this is the expression. Forget the bases. This is the expression. So we have taken it out. So m plus 3 equals to 5. Why plus 3? Because minus and minus becomes plus. So m plus 3 is 5. That means m equals to 5 and this positive 3 goes to the other side and becomes negative. So m equals to 5 minus 3, that is 2. So answer, the value for m here is 2. Now next is again an evaluation, which I have to write the answer. So 1 upon 3 raised to minus 1, 1 upon 4 raised to minus 1. Here the in powers are negative, so what we do? Find the reciprocal. 1 upon 3, that is 3. 1 upon 4, that is 4. So here powers are 1, so I don't have to do anything. 3 minus 4, that is 1. Minus 1 raised to minus 1. That means you have to get the reciprocal. So 1 reciprocal is going to be 1 only. And negative sign is retained because we have an odd number as an exponent here. So minus 1. That's our final answer. Now next, 5 upon 8 raised to minus 7, 8 upon 5 raised to minus 4. Now here we have again negative exponent. So what we do is get the reciprocal. So 8 upon 5 raised to positive 7 and 5 upon 8 raised to positive 4. Now what we are going to do, we are going to get another way, a new way. Now here what we are doing is 8 raised to 7, that means 7 times you have to write the 8. 5 again raised to 4, so 4 5s are here. 5 again 7 times, so 7 times you get 5, 8 raised to 4, so 4 8s we have written. Now cancel the number of 8s. So what happens here, 4 8s would be cancelled and here 4 of the 5s would be cancelled. So it would be 8 into 8 into 8 upon 5 into 5 into 5. So what happens next is 8 cubed, that is 512, 5 cubed, it is 125. That's how our answer is going to be. Now next one, simplify. 25 plus t raised to minus 4, 5 raised to minus 3 plus into 10 plus t raised to minus 8 and t is not equal to 0. That means if we had t as 0, the entire answer is going to be 0. That's why it's specified here that t is not equal to 0. The first step, changing the negative exponents into positive exponents by getting the reciprocals. So minus 3, that's why 5 cubed, the denominator became the numerator. T raised to minus 4, so it has come down, and t raised to minus 8, so it has gone up. Denominator, numerator, numerator to denominator. That's how we get the reciprocal. Now next step, like we had done in the last question, the same way, just write all of them in the multiplication format. Then cancel off. So 5 could cancel 10, you get 2. and all these 4 t's could cancel the 4 t's in the numerator. So what's left is 525 into 25, that is 625. And since 4 t's are cancelled here, so what's left is 4t, that's a t raised to 4. And 5 had cancelled 10, so we had 2 here. So 2 is the denominator. This is our answer. Now this last question is going to be a homework. That's all for now. Have a good day.